Hello, people from the Omega Nation. It is IO Dr. Omega, and today I'm here to talk about random stuff. When I mean random stuff, of course, some story. Woo. The thing here is, usually I would start at the story's bottom to top, but this time around, I'm gonna talk about YouTubers' combined story, not the one that's going on right now. The first ever YouTubers combined that I made. There's only two, so like. Yeah, the first one, the first ever one I made. The second one is continuing right now. So let's not waste time and get right into it. So okay, it all started out when it was just me and AK. He found a way to contact me, and he just suddenly one day decided to call me. I was surprised. I received his call, and then I just proceeded to talk to the guy. I was like, hey dude, it's been years since we've talked. And he was like, yeah, it has been a long time since we've talked. So, everything was going quietly until, like, I just started plugging my channel to him. I was like, oh dude, do you know that I have a channel now? And he was like, oh, coincidentally, I also have a channel. That's what he said. Like, AK said that he also had a channel, and I was like, oh wait, you do? And he said, yeah, he also does. So it was a big coincidence that both of us had a channel, and both of us got the idea to make it just a few months ago. Like the thing here is, he built his one a few months or like a few days or months ago from mine. I made it on the like a few days later. Like I made it a few days ago before I met him. I made that a few days ago before I met him. So everything was chill. We decided that we would buddy up on videos, and and he told me to like get FF and just try it. I was skeptical at first. I was like, these types of games are the most ones that I sort of hate sometimes. So it's like I really didn't want to. The thing here is, one of my friends tried bringing me to FF before, and I just decided that, nah, dude. I don't want to, but like like eventually I just decided that why not? That time Among Us was a big thing too, so I just decided to go with Among Us too. Just because I didn't get Imposter, I kind of left that in the middle ground. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the stories that happened in the original YT Combined, or you guys can call us the OG4, the OG4, because like, but it started out as the OG2. We just chilled and stuff, and then one day he just suddenly dropped out a name unknown, and I was like, who's that? Like, he told me that he had the same name as him, but like, no, his name is not unknown. His name is AK. Now I'm talking about real life names. His real life name and unknown's real life name were the same, so it was like, wow, that's a shocker. He knew Unknown for years, and suddenly one day they just started fighting and they just decided to become enemies. AK didn't want me as an enemy, knowing the fact that, like, I had way more power than anyone else to do anything. Like, he knew that I knew stuff that, like, I could use. He simply saying, the thing here is, while I was watching Dream SMP today, I just realized that I had, like, so many things common with Dream and Techno. Yeah, I don't know, like, this, like, do I have skill? Kind of. Do I have luck? Definitely have luck on my side. Do I think strategically? Yes. Yes, I do, actually. Hilariously, I do. So, yeah, so like, AK knew that if he wanted help, if anyone could ever help him, it was me. It was definitely me, because since we were little, I was always the one who can make the best plans and like do stuff. He knew that as a sorry, something in my throat. The thing here is, I tried building this video before and miserably failed, so sorry for my throat. So yeah, AK knew as a freaking fact, if he needed help from anyone, it was definitely gonna be me. So yeah, he came for me to and I just told him to ignore the guy and let's just do our recording. But the thing here is, we decided to do a series together. We decided to call it the Multi-Silent Survival Series, since problems. Since AK couldn't get into like real Minecraft and sign in, like he couldn't log into any ID, which was like, dude. And when he did make an ID, he messed it up. He messed up. And it was like, oh my gosh, what is wrong with you? He messed up making the ID. He messed up in everything, so he couldn't even, like... So, when I just saw him, I was just disappointed. I just had disappointment. Nothing else to say. But like, we didn't care about that. We just decided to use something else. And I just decided to name the series Multi-Silent Survival Series, because why not, right? Why not? So after I named it the Multi-Silent Survival Series, I just got thinking that, like, what can we do in the future? Like, we should do more collabs, we should do more stuff, but of course, I like doing solo videos also, so might as well do those as well. But then one day, there was just random signs in front of our houses that I didn't recognize. And the thing here is, the signs were saying mean stuff. The thing here is, there was someone named Unknown Gamer in the thing, and back then I really wanted to trust AK because he was my he was a long-term friend, so I really didn't have any suspicion over him, which was a bad idea. I should have. You know how I treated BLC and everyone else afterwards? Like, I should have, like, led with that type of, like, caution. I shouldn't have trusted AK that much. I should have went to the bottom of this, but no, I didn't. I didn't. I felt so... I felt so angry that I went to Unknown because I had his contact info. Not his contact info, but, like, I had a way to call him. I called him, and I started telling him that, why are you messing with us for no reason? We didn't even talk to you. Like, just leave us alone. Just leave us alone, dude. We don't need you. We don't want you to be around us. Simple. And then he just got sad about it, and I was like, why are you sad? You literally placed sign down, and you tried killing me in my own world, miserably failed. I actually took your resources a couple of times. So yeah, like, the thing here is that the thing here is, we could have, like, logged on the world even without me entering alone. So that's why I didn't get suspicion on the resources Unknown had. That's the only part where I didn't have any, like, suspicions. AK decided to build a hut. I decided to build an entire freaking castle. Funny thing, I actually built the castle. Like, 90% of that castle was built by me. More than 90%. I'm pretty sure 95% of the castle was built by me, and the other 5% was built by AK, including his room. So yeah, by the way, the castle was actually awesome. And, like, AK was like, dude, you actually want to build a castle? And I was in survival mode. Like, he knew that, like, I was gonna get rough. I built one tower and then just decided to camp out there. And then, after AK saw the success in my tower, he wanted to join in it, even though I told him to before. But then I thought that, you know what, this is just a normal Minecraft series. Like, I shouldn't go too hard on the guy, and, like, you know, he's a part of it, and plus, he was my friend for a long time. Might as well let him live in my castle. Plus, it's just a game. It really doesn't matter that much. So I just decided to share the castle with the guy and make thrones. It was pretty nice. It was pretty nice, I'll be honest. Later words, I don't know. Later along the way, I got Unknown and AK to be kind of friends, frenemies. I got them to be frenemies. After that, they just started competing against each other. At one point, Unknown actually surpassed AK, which made AK very sad because one of his goals when he came on YouTube was to surpass Unknown and keep keep Unknown below him at all times. He did not want him to surpass him because apparently he would delete his channel. Yeah, things got crazy. I really didn't care if he deleted his channel at that time because why would I? It's like he can't act like a brat and expect me to help him with that. I was not going to help him with that. He should focus on himself and try and get subscribers on his own abilities. Well, I was doing what I can, Unknown and like everyone else. But I'm pretty sure when I was at 100 subscribers, that's when BLC came. Also, you guys might know him better as Imagine. That's when Imagine came, the fourth member. There was another member like Ashvi. So yeah, I mean he didn't really include himself in any of the plots. So he's not a cool character. Actually, I don't even consider him as a character at all. But Imagine came and we just decided that hey, you know what? We should make an FF rank for no apparent reason. And I just decided that I should be the first one to do that. So I got dead last in the first time and I blamed it on AK because I knew because if he didn't message me, I could have actually won. And the thing here is, Imagine was not ready to believe that. Poor fool, poor fool. Because later, the next week when we held that same ranking system again, I defeated Imagine. And I told him that I told you so, dude. I told you I could defeat you. He didn't believe me, but he kind of had to at the end when I defeated him, bringing me up to third place, which was a very nice thing. A very nice thing. A very nice thing to have. Third place was a very nice thing to have. At least I wasn't dead last, and plus there were only 4 people, so getting third place was actually a pretty nice thing. It wasn't the worst possible thing. I was in the 75% power marking. At that point, I was at the highest level. I was at the highest subscriber count. Unknown and AK following behind, and Imagine's channel getting in copyright striked, so he just got out of the YouTube stuff, and then he just decided to get out of YouTube for a while until he decided, after a few months later, after his loss of his channel, he decided to create another one and then just actually start YouTube again. Things started off way too slow with him. He was very slow. But then eventually that channel died down, so Imagine just got out of YouTube for a long time. But Unknown and AK, they were tailing me. They were tailing me until at a point where I just started growing so fast that they couldn't catch up anymore. They couldn't keep up with my speed. I don't even remember how fast or how I even grew that fast. I don't remember, but I just started growing and then I just didn't look back. By the time I looked back, I was at 100 something subscribers. I know I was. Because around the time, 9 months ago, it was 9 months ago, where I was at 193 or something. I don't remember. 100 something. 197. Pretty sure. Yeah. 9 months ago, when I was creating the Solo Man Survival Series, Episode 2, that's when I was at 197. Before that, I had a subscriber special video indicating 120 something. I don't know. I don't think I did a. I did do 100 subscribers. I don't know. I didn't. I didn't do 100 subscriber special one. I'm pretty sure. I didn't. I don't remember. But I ended the year off with 100 subscribers, and then I started a new year. And like I was growing fast. Unknown and AK just looked like they just had to take a break. They tried their best until they posted their final videos and just took off. AK took off. Till this day, AK still hasn't like gained his channel back. Unknown has made a comeback. In all honesty, you guys don't have to subscribe the guy. Plus like, okay, listen, this is what happened after the third rank spot. He was being a jerk. He just kept making insults on the entire server. Like, we were not fond of him, and I took his guild from him. And then till this day, it's still like I still have it. Till this day, I still have the guild, the FF guild he made. Till this day, like, and yeah, I got some of his IDs also banned. Some because, dude, I like. He acted like such a jerk. Listen what he did. Listen what he did. He started insulting our parents, then us, and like he started with us insulting us, and then he insulted our parents, which was. I don't attack the guy for this. Like you know what? It's long the past, but even so, we felt bad about it because like, dude, that was not kind. You could attack us. You could just like curse word us, but like, why go after our parents? Like, what do you gain from it? Like, you gain nothing. You gain nothing. And after this non-stop fighting and like changing war groups, because we had a war for the entire freaking month, and like we changed sides, we changed colors so fast. It was sometimes unknown AK, me imagine, like me AK, unknown imagine, me unknown AK imagine, and like the cycle just kept going on like that. It was like, dude, I just wanted to leave. At one point, I actually left, but they brought me back, and I just stayed for a few more months before I made my permanent leave. Because like Unknown was a very rude guy. He just kept on like curse wording everyone, and like he just tried to keep attacking. But the thing here is, nobody in the group can attack me because I knew their weaknesses. I knew everything that I needed to defeat any of them if they ever decided to step up against me. I knew everything I needed to do. I knew what I had to do in order to stop Unknown, AK Imagine, and they knew because whenever they went up against me, I held it against them. I held it against them that like I still hold this against you. You can't win over me. When it comes down to me, you can't win. You can't. I always have something over everyone. Because after the year of trusting AK, and by the way, AK was the hacker, and I announced this way long ago, but I'm just doing it again. But like after trusting AK once, I decided that I shouldn't trust anyone anymore. And I just didn't. I just held something against everyone. Their secrets, like what they did to harm the other person, who like to make them out as a bad guy so everyone would attack them. I knew what to do. I had everything I needed to know to hold it against them. I knew. And I did exactly that. So nobody could stop me. Nobody could do anything. I just left the server in peace. I controlled them for a while as well. I did manipulate them for a while, but then I just decided that there's really no point. I'm not getting anything out of being here. I'm not getting anything out of manipulating them. Plus, they're just getting worse by the day. It's like they're just breaking our friendship and then just like getting it back together. This is not a joke. We weren't joking. And then after that, I left and I made my final Free Fire video. My final one. The grand Free Fire, the grand video that I made. That was the last Free Fire video I ever made. Until this day, I'm not gonna make one. Unless in the future it just forces me. Unless in the future I get forced by circumstances. Unless that happens. So yeah, I left the original server and that's about it. I did have to miss a lot of stuff, a lot of events that happened because a lot of things. Yeah, I really didn't trust Imagine after that. Everyone just went their separate ways. Imagine made a new channel after all this, and we created the new YouTubers Combined, which is actually held by rules and everything. Everyone's perfect, and everyone does verifications, and this time around, like last time and this time has no difference. I still do feel the pain of kicking people, but this time around I just decided that I have to accept my fate, and if someone needs to be removed from the server, I have to do it. I can't hold back anymore. Not this time. And this server knows that I have something over every single one of them, but except some people the people that I don't see as threat, I don't really see as a threat. I don't really have a plan over, but the people that I do see as a threat, I have a plan over them. I always will, and I always have, and I always will. Because that's the way. That's the way of the Omega and the Ultra. Or rather, the Ultra and the Omega. Thanks for being in the story, like listening to it. Thank you guys. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit those notifications, hit those notifications while it's a video.